This is Branch with Corbin's Archery, and recently I just switched to the First Choice by Carter. This is a thumb button. Typically, if you know me, I'm shooting a hinge, so this is the big change for me. I really had to kind of do some thinking and diving into which release I wanted to use and why. I'm going to break that down real quick. So I messed with a Too Simple, which has a really short head. I really like how crisp it is, how it breaks and everything, but I don't like how short the head is. It makes me have to run a really long D-loop, which is not an issue, but if I want to switch to a different release, it's not going to match up. I'm going to have that release really long, and I'm used to the Hinge 2, which is a really long neck as well. So this is going to be somewhere kind of in the middle, longer than the Too Simple, but shorter than my Hinge 2 that I've currently been running. So that was important to me to find a head that fit a little bit better, kind of locked into my jaw a little bit more comfortably, fit my anchor points better. Next up is going to be comfort. I really like something that's a little bit flatter in the finger beds, that sits in there and isn't going to rotate. Now this isn't as sharp as like the Hinge 2 or the button, so I do like those a little bit more in terms of that because it doesn't want to pivot. Some people like it more rounded, something like the Onyx, where it's a little more comfortable in the finger beds. You may not have those sharp edges. So personal preference on that. This doesn't have your adjustability in terms like going to a 4-finger or 3 or 2-finger. That's okay with me because I know I like a 3-finger. I'm not too worried about having the little well tail for my pinky to sit in. That's comfortable for me, so that wasn't something that was a turn off to me on this product. Barrel. This has the basic barrel that Carter's come with. It has some good knurling on there, not too aggressive like you'd see with your UltraView button. Really comfortable in terms of size. You can get something smaller like on your Onyx or other barrels that some people like to wrap around, or you can get even bigger like with your UV button. This fits really comfortable to me. I like how it sits in there. I can wrap that around really nicely and work through my release. So in terms of adjustability, it's going to have everything you'd expect out of a high-end thumb release, where you can adjust this barrel to fit where you like, sit in your finger. It's also going to have your hot and cold settings. What's really important to me is to be able to have a release that you don't feel that mechanism fire. On some of those more cheaper releases, as you go, you can kind of feel those mechanisms sliding past each other, starting to open up, and that throws me off. So I want something that has virtually no travel. As soon as it sets off, it's going. So that was one of the things that was critical to me. I knew that I'd get that out of a Carter. Lots of adjustability in terms of being able to set as hot and cold as you want by adjusting that screw. So all those things kind of made this the choice for me, what I'm going to be running with for a while. Y'all let us know what you run, why you like to run your release, and y'all have a great day.